Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, joining us through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, for those who love storytellers as well as storytelling, our next guest has written a great book that, even though it is kind of geared toward younger audiences, I think all of us will appreciate the messages in it. We're excited to welcome best-selling author Ridley Pearson to our broadcast today. He's celebrating his brand new book called Kingdom Keepers: Inheritance, Villain's Realm. We'll talk to him not only about his own love of storytelling, but what it's been like for him to be able to interact with his readers of different ages, and the story that we actually were able to find in the newest book that I think really shows the importance of keeping stories alive. Ridley, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Cyrus. I love that introduction. That's great.
Well, there are so many things I got from this book personally, which some of them I can't talk about because others are just getting it, so we'll have to have another conversation later, Ridley. But I love the fact that you're able to show us not only the importance of storytellers, but also the stories that we've been able to grow up with and the impact they've been able to make. What has it been like for you to know the stories that you've been able to write and the impact they've made?
It was very unexpected. I didn't see it coming, but it's one of the great joys of writing for younger readers. And as you pointed out, I mean, it turns out that half the books that are bought by adults for themselves. But I had written crime novels and continued to write crime novels for years and years. And as I got into the younger reader segment, I came to find that the emails that were coming through our website, ridleypearson.com, were all about the kids finding a place for themselves, finding a group of people they could trust and love, and it still carries on. I just got back from doing a signing in Walt Disney World, and then the next day I did a signing in Disneyland, and here I am dealing with now 30-year-olds who have read the entire series, and they're telling me these just heartwarming stories about how the books helped them get through middle school, helped them get through high school, are still helping them today, and it's just unexpected. You know, that's something you don't get when you write crime novels. And it's been a terrific joy and a reward, a payment for all the hard work. These books are hard work. I typically write 4 to 5 drafts of every book, so I've written 1,000 or 1,500 pages to get a 200-page book out, and to get that kind of reward is really meaningful.
And you've been able to show what I love about this series, Ridley, and especially about Inheritance, Villain's Realm, is that you show young people how they can embrace their own power. You even talk about that in the introduction of this book, encouraging them to use their imagination, to do the things that can sometimes seem scary, but you're giving them that encouragement, Ridley, when we're facing some interesting dynamics in the world, where our creativity is not always encouraged. You know, we're not always told what we can do. But what has it been like for you through your books to remind them of what's possible?
Yeah, you're so right. I mean, the 2 or 3 things I hope to accomplish in these books is, first, because of all the screen time in the world, I hope to get something that can hook a young reader, or for that matter, a middle-aged reader, and keep them in the book. So keep them reading and make them start to love reading again, whether it's my books or Rick Riordan's or anybody's. And the second thing is to believe and trust in teamwork. Everything I've done, I used to be in bands, and now I'm in publishing. Everything, it isn't just me. There's editors, there's publicists, there's publishers. Teamwork is so important, and I think even in the business world now, it's more focused on teamwork and projects than it ever has been. So I hope that the young readers especially come out of this realizing that, yes, they have a talent and they really have to work with that talent, and that talent might be imagination, but above all, trust the people you work with, communicate well with them, make friends with them, and that everything improves when you trust teamwork.
Yeah, such a great point. And I think, too, I will say what I love about the newest book as well, Ridley, is that you're able to show young people, too, that, hey, Their parents may be older, adults may be older, but there are things that we can still connect with. I love that. And these kids in Kingdom Keepers, Inheritance, Villains Realm are able to connect with what they've been able to get from their parents. What I thought about is how my parents shared with me the love of reading and imagination. And now, of course, these kids are able to change the world literally because of that. Talk to us about that and what that's been like for you to show as well, how adults can work with children to be able to encourage them as well.
That's a wonderful observation, Cyrus. I'm not sure I would have even identified that. I did that somewhat naturally, but the original Kingdom Keepers in this book, because it takes place in 2040 in this series, the Inheritance series, they're all in their mid-40s now. But they had similar experiences that their children are now finding themselves in, which is that the bad Disney villains are trying to change the themes of the parks and ruin them for everyone. And they can share that the adults can share that they know what the kids are getting into, but beware of this and beware of that because I didn't see it coming and it affected me in a bad way and maybe you can avoid that. And again, it ends up that the parents and the children are working as a trusting team. And there are times in our lives as young people that we start thinking, oh, mom and dad don't know anything at all. And the fun thing is that, as you just expressed, our parents do know things, and they have a lot to share with us that can help us. And among them, in my books, are Disney magic.
Such a great thing. Well, I thank you for sharing that magic with all of us. Definitely encourage our audience to get the newest book, Kingdom Keepers, Inheritance, Villains Realm. You guys will love it. You can get it through our friends at Amazon or your favorite local bookstore. Again, the author is best-selling author Ridley Pearson. Ridley, congratulations to you again, and thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Sarah. So enjoyed being with you.
Same here. Thank you for that. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.